Okay, student, next is question number 6. So we need to differentiate this one and we have to find out dy by dx. Okay, dy by dx we have to find. Now to find dy by dx, this means for differentiating y with respect to x, right? This is your y. So dy by dx, to find out this must be in terms of x, right? Your dependent variable should be y, dependent variable should be y, and independent variable should be x here, right? But you can see your independent variable here is theta, and your x is also given here. Also independent variable is theta, so I can differentiate this one with respect to theta, this also with respect to theta. So if I can differentiate this one with respect to theta, but answer you have to find with respect to x, right? So how we will do it? So in previous video we have discussed that, right? So what we will do, we will find we will first differentiate with this one with respect to theta and this one also with respect to theta, and then we will divide this by this. Okay, so what we will do, differentiating, you can mark this one as 1. Okay, in your answer you write down this one as 1, and this one you can mark as 1, this one as 2. Okay, so differentiating 1 with respect to x, what you will get here with respect to theta, sorry. So you will get dx by d theta, dx by d theta. With respect to theta we are going to differentiate this one, right? So this will be how much? d theta a theta minus sine theta. You have to differentiate this one. Now a is your constant, so you can take it outside, right? So a outside. Now differentiate this portion. So d theta by d theta is 1 minus d theta of sine theta is cos theta. Okay, next, okay, this one is done, right? Next we will differentiate 2 with respect to theta. What you will get here, dy by d theta is equal to d theta a 1 plus cos theta equal to a will come out, right? Now d theta of this one you have to differentiate 1 plus cos theta. So d theta of 1 is constant, is 0, right? Plus d theta of cos theta is minus sine theta. So step by step properly you do it. This is the constant we have taken outside. Now you might be thinking, right, d theta of this should be 0. This is multiplication with this one. Okay, that's why I have taken outside. Okay, now differentiation of this one separately, we are differentiating constant. Okay, so when we differentiate, if you have confusion like this, what you can do is you multiply here only. What you will get here is a into 1a plus a into cos theta is a cos theta. So differentiation of theta a, you do it first, it will be 0, then differentiation of this one. So you will see here a will come outside like this. Okay, so what you will get here is minus a sine theta. I hope you have understood. If you differentiate this portion, what you will get, d theta a plus a cos theta. What you will get here is d theta of a is 0, constant. Differentiation of constant is 0. Now when you differentiate this will be the constant with this, right? So it will come outside. Then differentiate this one, cos theta is minus sine theta. So you can see 0 plus a minus sine theta. So you will get this one. Okay, so we have differentiate both. Now we will divide. We have to get what? Dy by dx, right? So if I divide this by this, I will get dy by dx. Now dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta by dx by d theta. You can see, you can think in this way, d theta will get cancelled, it will be dy by dx. So dy by dx, what it will, so dy by d theta, first put the value, a 1 minus cos theta by minus a sine theta. So a gone, right? So you will get minus 1 by sine theta. Sine theta I'm multiplying both sides, with both the term. Okay, minus this minus I will keeping outside, minus cos by sine theta. So what you will get here is minus 1 by sin is cos sec theta minus minus plus cot theta. Okay, so this will be your answer. I think I have made mistake, right? Dy by d theta, which one I have put? Okay, there is some mistake again. This will be upside, right? Wait. This will be what? Dy by d theta is this one, right? So upside it will be a sin theta, and in the denominator it should be a 1 minus cos theta, right? So a gone. Okay, I have made mistake here. Okay, so what you will get here is sin theta by 1 minus cos theta. Now this one also we can solve it, right? Okay, yes, 1 minus cos theta, it's an identity. Remember this one many time we have done, right? Cos 1 minus cos theta, what I can write? See, cos 2 theta, what is the identity? 2 cos square theta minus 1. This is one identity. Another identity was 1 minus 2 sin square theta. More identity is there, but I'm going to use this one because this one is one of this format. Which one it is? You can bring this one this side. Okay, I'm going to use this one. This one, if I bring this side, what you will get? 2 sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. You can see this is this format. In place of 2 theta you have theta, right? Means half of this. If this is half, you will make this also will be half. So this will be how much? Theta by 2. When this is 2 theta, this is half of that, right? Now this itself is half. This is not 2 theta now. This is theta. That is half of 2 theta, right? This one. If this is half, again this one will be half of this. This will be how much? Theta by 2. I hope you have understood. When this is 2 theta, this will be half of this. So when this is theta, this will be half of this. Means how much? Theta by 2. So 1 minus cos theta, what I can write? Let me write down in another page. So it will be, okay, this denominator you will get 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2. Now why I am writing in this way, you will see. I can cancel this one. Now sin theta, what I can, now this if it is theta by 2, this also I can write sin theta. What for what formula you will use? Sin 2 theta. Sin 2 theta was 2 sin theta by sin theta into cos theta. So when this angle is 2 theta, this will be sin theta cos theta. This is half of this. Now you have sin theta, right? So for sin theta, what will be the formula? 2 sin half of this, theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So if I write sin 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2, okay, minus is there, right? This gone, 2 gone. So what will be left out? Minus cos theta by 2 by sin theta by 2. If I make any mistake in sign, this will be co-family, so minus will come here. Okay, this will be minus. Okay, so this should be minus cot theta by 2. Let me cross check the answer. Yes, it's minus only, right? Minus cot theta by 2. Okay, so this will be our answer. Next is question number 7. So 7, how you will do? I'll just give you the hint. Okay, x is given, sign all are same, I'm telling you, cos 2t. So you have to find dx by dt first. Then you have to find y is equal to how much given? Cos cube t by root cos 2t. So this one how you will solve? So dx by dt directly, can you differentiate? Obviously yes. This is of the form like this, x, this is here, I will write down the format. This is of the form like this, so x cube by root x, something is there, not x, I will write, say y. Okay, no, the variable is t, right? And you might get confused. So let me write down like this, sin cube t it is, right? Sin t cube, that is x cube format, and this one is cos 2t. This is what format? Root x format. Okay, this is x cube format, this is root x cube format. Now see here, when you differentiate this one, how you will differentiate? U by v form, right? So whenever it is u by v form, v square cos 2t square you will take here, then cos 2t you will keep as it is, differentiate this one, d dt sine t cube, you can write like this. So this is x cube form. So x cube form you know how to differentiate. Okay, minus this one again, leave as it is, minus sine cube t ddx of, differentiate this one, cos 2t. So how you differentiate? To root x format, again you differentiate this one. Okay, so in that way you differentiate dx by dt, then find out dy by dt also. Okay, same way, x by v form, u by v form. So u by v form, use it and then try to differentiate. I hope you have understood how to differentiate this one again. This will be 3 sine square t. Again you differentiate this, you will get cos t. Okay, in place of x you have sine t, right? I hope you can understand this one, what I'm saying. Chain rule, you have to use it. Okay, same way here, this is root x form. So first you will get 1 by 2 root x. So in place of x you have cos 2t. So differentiate this one again. So ddx of cos 2t you differentiate again, it will be minus sine 2t. Again you have to differentiate 2t. Okay, so in that way you differentiate dy by dt also, and dx by dt you differentiate and then divide it. Okay, let me know if you can do that or not. So number 8 is also same, exactly same. Okay, 9 is also simple. Then number 10 is also easy, very easy. Okay, so 11 I will show you in the next video. 11 also you can do it, you can try, it's simple only. Now I will show you second order derivative. Second order derivative, what is the meaning? By the word itself you can understand, and in the last video also I have give you the brief explanation, right? So when it is given y is equal to, suppose, x square, something like this function. Okay, now if I ask you find out dy by dx, this is called first order derivative. First order derivative. So when you derive only one time the function, that is first order derivative. Okay, so if I differentiate this one with respect to x, dy by dx, what you will get here? 2x. Now when I ask you find out second order derivative, it means you have to derive this one 2 times. Second order means order will be 2, degree will be 2, you can say. Okay, degree not 2 actually, differentiation you can say it will be 2 times. Okay, for example dy by dx you have find out, right? Again you differentiate this one with respect to x, means this portion. So this portion if I have to differentiate again with respect to x, means both side ddx, if you put it, what you will get? ddx of 2x. So you will get here d square y by dx is equal to, this will be how much? 2. Okay, this is written as square. Okay, d square y by dx square is equal to 2, means 2 times I have differentiated the function. When you have to differentiate 2 times, then it is called second order derivative. If you have to derive this one 3 times, then it is called third order derivative. In this way it will go on. What will be the third order derivative? You can understand it will be 0. Third time if you differentiate this one, it will be 0. After that, no use of differentiating. Okay, so this is what simple thing we will do in the next exercise. Very simple exercise again, your next. Okay, next exercise also will be simple. After that we will learn some theorem. Okay, after that we will do last exercise, which is also very easy, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, now differentiation all depends on how much you practice. Chain rule you practice well first thing, and then you see what kind of functions are given. Some are given explicit function, how to differentiate explicit function, try to learn implicit function, how to differentiate, try to learn logarithmic function, how to use it, and then differentiation, how to do it, you try to learn that. And for all these things, identity is also very important. Okay, all the identities you first write down in some page and then paste it on the wall, and every day you try to see that one. If your identity is strong, then you will find it very easy, this chapter. Okay, differentiation. So in the next video only I will show you the next exercise. Okay, and you try all those questions.